Oh man, I missed it by like 2 seconds.
That's good enough. Close
all right,
enough.
well, welcome back to the Tuesday show. Let's talk about events because there have been quite a few.
Yeah, there were quite a few. Which ones do you want to go first? Like there was Winter Brawl, there was Anime Ascension, there's Topanga, there was the Japan versus Korea 15v15. What do you want to talk about first?
Winter Brawl.
Winter Brawl. Let's do it. Let's talk about some Winter Brawl. Let me get this all set up for us here and see if this works. Whoa, that's right. I have only one monitor. That's right. I forgot about that. All right, you know what? People are just going to have to listen to this. I'm fixing this very soon.
Okay. All right.
I'm fixing this very soon because I will have more than one monitor very, very soon. So, all right. Let's just talk about this here. So, we have Street Fighter V results here. Okay. Tied for 7th place was Dominion using mostly Guile and TGS Gimpy with Cammy. By the way, I should also mention that 9th place was L.I. Joe with Urian, Golden Sen with Dalsum, and Moons with Rashid and Bison. And 13th place was Chris Hu using mostly Akuma.
Yeah, he's been playing some Akuma.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like a good character for him.
Tied for 5th place is Wave Atomatic Urian.
Jibbo.
Yes, and Royal Mist Urian. And I would like to say, though, about Automatic is that it was also announced that he is officially the advisor and strategist for Flipside now.
Yeah.
Right.
So they hired him to do research. So, all the good videos that he's coming out with probably won't be public no more.
Man, saving it for nationals?
I'm sure that the Urian stuff will be public. But I'm sure there's going to be some secret under wraps videos for the other characters.
Like Balrog, he's going to find all these crazy things for Alucard and such. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
All right, 4th place was EG, NY Chris G. Still feels weird saying that. With Guile, Urian, and Ibuki. 3rd place, GTG, Mike and Ike with Laura and Urian.
Nice
2nd place, Pi Smug with Balrog. And he fought in Grand Finals, which should be a preview of next week's King of the Hill match.
Right.
I would think.
Is Grand Finals.
Yeah.
Winner is A4 Punk with Karen, Nikali, and a lot of Nash, too.
Yeah,
so I heard he got all the way to top 8 with just Nash.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, he just beat Flash earlier today with Nash.
Dude, he is super good.
Yeah, and Flash calling him out like, oh, you're not using... If you use your real character, I would have beat you, Flash was a little... Yeah, there was a little...
Flash also played at Winter Brawl, did he not?
He was supposed to be there.
Yeah, he said when you guys interviewed him earlier today that he would be at Winter Brawl this weekend. So,
So funny.
maybe he just missed the weekend. Maybe that's why he didn't enter this past week. And he thought it was this next weekend.
Yeah,
that
true.
makes a lot of sense.
That actually makes sense. That's actually the best explanation for that.
Agreed. So, but yeah, look, A4 Punk right now is it him or Knuckle Dew is the best in the country right now?
Yeah, man, it's hard to know.
It's coming down to those two right now because Punk he's gotten to that point where it looks like he's not even trying. Like he's playing and it just looks like he's like, I'm gonna hit buttons and they work. Like seriously, that match, what he was doing with Nash versus Flash on King of the Hill today, like was just ridiculous. Like I was just sitting there watching. He's just like, I feel like doing this. Oh knee, oh sweep, oh crouching medium kick
good,
90 times in a row.
His spacing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he has all of these setups that are not just like setups that are knockdown setups. They're like button. Okay, now I'm at this exact
range.
spot.
Yep.
Setups, and you could see how many he has because he does that over and over again. Like it's not just that he has fantastic spacing walking around. It's that like he has sequences that put him at like this exact spot or something that he's looking for.
He does like 3 attacks, and then he knows like, all right, I'm exactly out of this character's range.
Right.
So if I just wait here and they hit any attack, it'll miss, and I just whiff punish.
And
he does it over and over and over,
like,
and people don't even realize
it's not like a brand new idea, right? That he's doing this. It's just that I feel like that is relatively underexplored in this game. I only know of a few that I've looked for as Geef, for example, and he's doing it with like every character in like all the matchups. So he's like clearly put in a ton more homework than a lot of people have on that kind of stuff, which is really smart. He is super good, and when I was watching the stream earlier today, somebody said, hey, is that the same Punk who in Street Fighter 4 was like the kind of jerky jury player who would like send douchey messages? Yeah. It's the same kid. It's just that he like blossomed in the space of like 9 months from like kind of a okay douche on the internet to winning NEC and Winter Brawl.
Yeah.
And that space of that rate of change is just
Yeah, and
remarkable.
plus the King of the Hill matches that we saw, like what he did to SD Pinoy,
Yeah.
once he switched to Karen was crazy, and then what he did with Nash, the Flash, was pretty nuts too. And it's funny too because like, so him and Flash obviously had some words, like they were like talking smack to each other, and apparently
hilarious.
at the end of Winter Brawl they were, it was him and Mike and Ike apparently were getting into it. Right?
Oh yeah, I hadn't heard
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
But like, when I interviewed him last week and when you interviewed him today, like he wasn't saying anything, dude.
No, he's just all nice and quiet. And then he goes over to Winter Brawl. He's like, I'm the alpha male. I'm like, where was all that when I was interviewing you? Come on, man, work with me here.
Yep. But it'll be interesting to see how he does. I mean, I'm excited to see how consistent he can be throughout the entire year. You know, is he going to be... Because NuckleDu was kind of like the, oh my god, you know, surprise from last year because he didn't start as strong and then he kind of finished out.
This would be a really bad time to peak.
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case.
Right, and that's what I'm curious. Can Punk stay this consistent for the rest of the year?
He's been good for a year. Like he will be good for another year.
Yeah, but you know what? Last year
it's so recent.
there was a guy who was super good for a very long time, dominating with Nash early on. Didn't do so well at Capcom Cup.
Well, that's true. But
know?
if he could have most of year like infiltration, I think he'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know which one of those two is better, but it does seem like that's the point of contention, you know, in the US.
Yeah, Dew was
Dew
not
or
there.
Punk, right?
Yeah, Dew was not there, but I'd like to see how Punk does against international players at like final round. He said he's going to go to final round, so I'm excited for it.
Cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
Since America is the best Street Fighter 5,
Right.
Like
We have both of the two top best players in the world.
Dang, that would be
I
hilarious.
already think he's the best Karen.
That
Like,
actually
I think he's legit.
Wouldn't that be the funniest thing actually if like the two best players were for Street Fighter 5 were Americans? What a weird.
It'd be super
What a
weird.
weird
Well,
timeline.
it wouldn't even just be that they're both Americans, but then combined together, they're younger than I am.
Yeah,
That's true.
these are my people. These kids out here, no respect, like K-Brad said. No respect.
That's true.
I immediately picked a side when he said that, by the way.
For the young kids,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was like Dew versus
uh-huh.
Champ, and he jumped on commentary, and the first thing he said was, "These kids out here have no respect. F Champ's gonna body him," and I was like, "Well, I've got my side."
Yeah.
This commentary became so
That was
easily
handed
suddenly.
to you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No
All
respect.
right.
Oh man! Also, Eris has.
Shout outs to the Eris.
These emoticons are not
turned.
tournament legal. Who did he talk to over at Twitch to get these emoticons?
Well, what is it?
That one, the last three emoticons he's put up.
It's what?
It's the Muppets guy.
I can't. Oh, it's the old Muppets
Yeah, the
guy.
I can see
Waldorf
them.
or wherever.
Look,
yeah.
the last three emoticons Eris has had should not be tournament legal. He's got, since he went to Twitch jail, he met some kind of emoticon smuggler in there.
Oh, he's the one who created even the Axel Foley one,
Dude,
too?
yeah, what kind of
How does he get
emoticon
it, too?
smuggler that did he meet in Twitch jail that allows him to do all this? There's no way this
He
is
has
tournament
like
legal.
everything.
Man, that guy is making some cash. But yeah, those are.
They're not tournament legal, right?
Those are probably not licensed properly.
Uh,
just a suggestion.
But see, that's what I'm surprised is that Twitch let him through,
Oh,
right?
very surprising.
So
Yeah.
I mean, isn't there like some sort of like?
There's a review process.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we went to Wizard World this weekend, and DC was there to do
Yes.
Smash 4 commentary. DC works at the Pokemon Company,
Right.
and he's walking around that con, which is, is full of unlicensed stuff you can buy
Yes.
everywhere. And there was so much Pokemon stuff for sale that was just like,
What?
completely not. And I'm just like, look, man, you got to bring out your Poke Badge and tell them that this is all no good. And he was just like, dude, it's all fake. Look at it. And I was like, what are you going to do? And he's like, it's not
Dude,
worth
he
it.
could
Who
have
cares?
have walked around with a giant Pokeball and just like catch them all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Put
very
them
funny.
all in there and then walk away with them.
But that's the point, right? He's like, it's not worth it. Who
Yeah.
cares? It's pretty funny.
Oh man.
Goddamn Pokecops.
All right. Well, Marvel 3 also happened there.
Yes,
and
Marvel
it was really
3.
good.
Marvel 3 top 8 was Solo Soul and DCB Boog. I guess I'm not gonna say the teams because there's just too many. Tied for 5th place was Unknown and wow, EG NY Chris G at 5th place.
Yeah.
4th
He lost
place
to Flux and somebody else.
was Flux. 3rd place was Anbu Punisher. 2nd place Panda Global. Panda Global's Coach Steve, and 1st place Panda Global's Ray Ray. So it was an all Panda Global grand finals.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It was just really good. Like, all of those players, obviously they're all really good, but I really enjoy watching a bunch of those teams that made it that far. And, dude, Ray's movement is one of my favorite things to watch in any game.
Well, I saw you tweet that you're like, Ray's Doom is your favorite thing to watch.
It's ridiculous. It's so different than everybody else's.
And I was
Doom.
like, what about Clockwork?
I'm telling you, that's it.
Even more than Clockwork.
I love him, but
even more than
you gotta
Clockwork.
be honest, man. The movement, the confirms are just like nothing else.
Yeah, no, it's
like
true.
nothing else.
It's true. Oh man, okay.
Really, really good. Yeah, I was happy for Coach Steve, who plays as insane when it comes to Marvel 3. He played really super well. And Unknown, I feel like that poor guy can never just finally climb that mountain of first place at a major.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you how many times he's gotten top 8 or even like top 4.
Dude, he's like, he's
I couldn't even
always
tell you.
there.
I don't even know if he remembers.
There. Yeah.
But it seems like he never gets the big one, so hopefully someday.
All right, well, Dead or Alive was also one of the main games there at Winter Brawl. 7th place was SYN Rojiku, and as well as FSD Matt Ponton, I guess. Rojiku used Hayate, and Ponton used Bass and Amai, or Bass, I'm not sure which one it is. 5th place was SYN Jaeger with Rig, and SYN Barry De Laurentiis with Christy and Rachel. 4th place, Mr. Quiggle with Christy, Phase 4 and Kasumi. 3rd place, Echo Fox, Sonic Fox with Christy, Rachel, and Marie Rose. 2nd place, FSD Rikuto with Bayman. And 1st place, UGS Excalibur Blades, Rachel, Elliot, and Alpha 152.
Cool.
Yeah. Pokken, I heard Pokken actually it was pretty exciting.
It was
over
good.
There. Yeah. So 7th place was Burnside with Suikune, and Rasenryu with Gardevoir. Did I pronounce Suikune right? Or
I don't really remember at this point. I always said Suikune, but I don't know.
5th place was Bad Intent with Shadow Mew 2. 5th place was also Madluck with Gengar. 4th place KOA Sandman with Charizard. 3rd place NGI Angel Darksong with Blaziken. 2nd place Ling Ling with Suikune and Lucario. And 1st place Catfight with Chandelure.
It's really cool to see Blaziken get that high up. That was nice to see. Not super common, but yeah, Catfight just has a lot of. I feel like he takes big risks sometimes as Chandelure, which is not easy because that character is supposed to be like a zoner and far range command grab character, but sometimes he'll go in, and it's like interesting to see how that style has evolved in Pokken over the last year. So it's cool to watch. Yeah, congrats to him.
Yeah, but they still have that problem that they're not up to date with the arcade patches in Japan, right? So I've always heard.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, I've heard that that's like a problem right now. That they're like, please update the patch so it matches, because now the people who play in Japan arcades, if they ever met up with the people who play console US, different games.
Right. That sucks.
Yeah. So chat saying it's Suicune.
Suicune, yeah.
Suicune. So
that's how I've always said it.
Well, we have to trust the youngins here for Pokemon pronunciation. So
yeah.
Yeah, you were like 2 when Pokemon came out. Maybe?
Yeah, I beat the first Pokemon game before I could read like fully.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what was going on.
Awesome.
I don't know how I beat it.
Got on a bike and just started.
Yeah, I just went in circles until I won probably.
Oh man. Guilty Gear Revelator results this weekend. 7th place, Mr. Bisonopoulos with Axel and Diano with Venom. 5th place, also Chachaman, Milia, and MTB HD Cloud with Potemkin and Leo. 4th place, Sway with Jam. Wow. 3rd place, Alex Smith with May. 2nd place, Lord Knight, D-Link's Lord Knight with Milia. And 1st place, TSB Blaze with Raven. Good stuff there. Raven's a problem. Anyways.
Is Jam not very good? Is that why you said that?
Yeah, Jam's not very good.
Okay.
She's always been considered. But, the thing about Guilty Gear is, it's like the characters who are not very good, you just find that one person that knows what they're doing, and then they will blow everyone away, as with the results of Anime Ascension, which we'll talk about a little bit. Mortal Kombat XL, 7th place, Hazard, Kevo the Man, and RM Forever Elite. 5th place was Hazard, XX Dark, and Costner. 4th place, Noble Dragon. 3rd place, GTG, Silver Rai. 2nd place, Echo Fox, Scar. And 1st place, Echo Fox, Sonic Fox. So Scar still hasn't been able to conquer his demon there, huh?
He did.
He beat him at SCR.
Yeah, at SCR, was that what it was?
Did he beat him
It
there?
happened at
Oh,
once.
okay.
But yeah, it was a good top 8 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to see. Enjoy watching that game for the next 2 months, because...
Well, I don't know, because you saw the Hado was tweeting out, he was saying that he's getting lots of MKXL entrants.
A lot of people like the game. I like the game a lot.
Right,
That's not the
so-
issue. It's that we expect that it'll die, but
Just because of Nether Realms, though, right? Not
and the
because,
scene itself.
Really, you
Yeah.
don't think that
Combo
there's...
Breaker is a little different because Injustice comes out like right before it.
Yeah,
so
I
lots
guess
of people will
that's
sign
true.
up for MK because
Yeah.
the
Because-
game will only been out for like a
Right.
week.
Like, will that be the same case at CEO? I would not expect it to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. So KOF. Actually, hang on a second. All right. There we go. KOF results. Top 4. PG Coach Steve in 4th place. Spratley in 3rd. EG NY Chris G in 2nd place. 1st place RG Pachu KOF. And Blaze Blue top 4. Float Water in 4th. Lord Knight in 3rd. Flux in 2nd. Coma in 1st. And of course, Winter Brawl has like 90,000 games. So
They do.
Smash Wii U, Riz was in 4th, ESC, Oatmeal in 2nd, The Kill Sage 2nd, Anti in 1st, Injustice Gods Among Us. 4th place was Mike Metroid. 3rd place KDZ.
Y'all know who won.
2nd place Forever King. 1st place was Sonic Fox. No way. Soul Calibur 5. Has he ever lost an Injustice tournament? Has he ever not gotten 1st place at an Injustice tournament?
Tons of them.
What's that?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
not
Oh, okay.
not in a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Like he didn't
since-
win all the first ones. That.
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
Then
okay.
once he started winning, I don't think he's lost.
Okay, okay. 4th place in Soul Calibur, Zero Effect. I'm sorry. 3rd place, JJJ. 2nd place, Linkors. And 1st place, Party Wolf. And Killer Instinct, 4th place, Circa Nikki. 3rd place, UA Base. 2nd place, DF Pink
4th place,
Diamond. Huh? 4th place, Circa Nikki. Did I not say that?
Winner was Cupcake.
Winner
Congrats.
was NS Cupcake
Yeah,
with
finally.
Silverwolf.
Cupcake stopped switching so many characters and he won.
Has he only been concentrating on one character now?
He's been, well, because before the problem was not that he just played like 11 characters.
Okay.
That's good. You got to settle down.
Yeah. and so
Nice work.
He just kind of like slowed down a little bit.
Well, by all accounts, it's a good event.
Okay. Cool. Good stuff. Anything else you guys want to talk about Winter Brawl or no? Okay.
Anime Ascension.
Let's talk about Anime Ascension. So I was actually there this weekend, and that was a super awesome tournament. Really, really hype. The Guilty Gear Top 8 was ridiculous. Like, if you guys can get a chance to watch
It
it,
was really good.
go find the archives and go watch it because it was pretty ridiculous. 7th place was Toki with Axel and MC GC Yoshi with Bedman. Of course, he was the champion last year at Anime Ascension. 5th place was Fu with Kum Hehyun and Fadugli with Slayer. 4th place was TFA Kizzy K with Sin. 3rd place, Bjorn Son of Bear with Chip. 2nd place, Kid Viper, who everyone was probably assuming was going to win this event.
Okay.
And 1st place was Damon Doe with Slayer. Slayer, who is largely considered bottom 3 in the game.
Oh yeah.
And
okay.
there's 2 Slayers in the top 8.
Huh.
And Damon Doe won it, and he had the craziest like losers bracket run, and then he went up against Kid Viper, who was waiting in grand finals on Winterside, and went up 2-0.
Oh really?
And then Damon Doe won a game, and then he won another game, and then he won the 3rd game, and then right there is where you could start seeing Kid Viper, his willpower started to crumble.
Oh, bummer.
Like, it got to 2-2 in the 2nd set, but he was up 2-1, and then Damon Doe tied it up, and you could see, I think that was the situation. But after one of the losses, like, Kid Viper literally was like,
oh,
like, you
man.
could tell he was like it was getting to him.
Yeah.
And Damon Doe ended up taking it with Slayer.
That's
and
cool.
it was really, really hype. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But shout outs to NorCal, because Damon Doe, Bjorn Son of Bear, both of them from NorCal. Kid Viper, of course, from Texas, and his Johnny is ridiculous. I kept joking that he's my inspiration. I'm going to become Senior Viper. So I'm going to try to get myself up there. I did enter the tournament. I went 0-2.
Oh, yeah? Oh, did
I went
you really?
0-2.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
The
But,
Bob Monster.
It didn't go as bad as I thought it was. Like, honestly, it wasn't like I just got slaughtered, except in the last round against the Leo player, because once you start blocking Leo, if you don't know where the holes are, it's just like,
Oh really? Okay.
I'm like, I can move. Nope. I can. Nope. Nope. Dead. And
Okay.
everyone kept telling me that Leo is pretty much the scrub killer. Like, if you do
Okay.
not know how to fight him, you will die. So.
Okay.
But I did enjoy playing a lot of Puyo Puyo Tetris there, which
I
the
saw that.
Sega representative had a demo version of. And so once I used a Post-it note to block some of the next pieces because they had them backwards, and that was really screwing with my brain, nobody could beat me in that game anymore. So
You're the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Guilty Gear Top 8 was really good. I really liked Tasty Steve commentary. I thought he did an excellent job commentating the event from the hotel room we were in.
Oh, that's right.
Like, just couldn't help himself. He was commentating the top 8. Like, we're just sitting there, bait the burst, get the oh my god, that's gonna, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, alright, like, we just watched it on mute, like, Tasty Steve was commentating, like, I couldn't help it, so I was like, alright, that was the whole thing, so.
I actually got to do 3 matches entirely of Guilty Gear commentary with James Shea, so it was James and James. But I also thought that Kugi did commentary for Top 8 with Hella Brett, and Kugi he's like the perfect person for that because he's so good at teaching and educating. And even in fact, that one day that he was here and teaching me Guilty Gear for 6 hours straight, like I learned so much like from his teaching. So him being on commentary with Hella Brett, I thought was super good. So
cool.
Good job to them. Good job to them. Blaze Blue Central Fiction, 7th place was Nano and LPT with Hades and Izanami and Rachel. 5th place was Jonah with Valkenhayn and Mai versus D Smooth with Celica. 4th place was TFA Kizzy K with Jin. 3rd place Beta Dude Ragna. 2nd place SKD with Izayoi, and 1st place, I haven't remembered the last time Breaker Dave has not won a tournament with Arakune, and Arakune is, God, like he was annoying in the first one, and then they nerfed him a bunch, and now he's like super good again, and that dude, like you just watch it, and like things just happen, and like he gets you in the corner, and there's like 90 things on top of you. You can't even see what's going on, dude. It's like totally unfair, dude.
It's really sick.
Under Night Inbirth, 7th place LPT with Byakuya. And Lolly Maiko with Batista. Wow, Lolly Maiko got 7th. Okay. 5th place was Tensei with Eltnum and CT Warrior with Line. 4th was Who's the Baby with Gordeau. Klim was in 3rd with Merkava and Gordeau. 2nd place Bathwater Squish with Akatsuki. And he was apparently like super hyped because Akatsuki's not supposed to be good.
Indeed.
And he got 2nd place. And 1st place was Breaker Dave with Merkava.
Akatsuki's not that bad.
I mean, I've always heard he's like the worst character in the game.
Probably the worst character in the game.
He's not like
but it's worst
bad.
character in the game in Uniel sense, in which you can still win with him.
He's definitely no Merkava, that's for sure.
He's not that great.
Or Gordeau.
Yeah.
I had the sickest 2-minute Gordeau.
Everybody did.
Grim Reaper! Grim Reaper! That was it.
Oh, my reaction time on all the... Oh, man, it was crazy.
Yeah, so some people say that Akatsuki is trash in the game.
I don't know.
He's not the end of the world.
And then, of course, they also had King of Fighters 14 over there as well. So, CCT Shatterfish with Kenzo Chin Athena, and 7th place also Kurinshi with Yuri Iroi Benimaru. 5th place was Laban with Iori Athena Daimon, and Juicebox with King Hein and Leona. Juicebox was there? Did I not see him?
I guess not.
Okay. 4th place was ISM El Rosa with Verse, Leona, and Robert. 3rd place, Mr. KOF, Mien, Robert, Benimaru, as well as Benimaru, Leona, Robert. 2nd place was TC Yoshi with Benimaru, Mai, and Leona, and Benimaru, Kula, and Leona. And 1st place, not in Japan, but here in America, AS Reynold with Hein, Luong, Robert, as well as Billy, Luong, and Robert. So
He just wanted to play in a tournament that wasn't first to one, that's all.
I know,
right?
Right?
Good choice as far as I'm concerned.
But good stuff to them.
That sounds like a good event.
And unfortunately, I mean, I saw Romance there, but he didn't get there in time to enter. So,
bummer.
But he got to do commentary, so that was pretty cool. But it was a really fun event. It was really cool. Like I said, the grand finals was super hype. Of course, there was the now very infamous Daemon-Do Bear Danger Time highlight, which was the most ridiculous thing.
Hilarious.
Ever.
What a mechanic.
That was hilarious.
Just don't call it controversial, so,
It seems bad. I wouldn't want to play
I
that.
saw Chip explode, and I was like, I would never play a low health character.
That seems crazy.
I don't like playing low health characters in any game. So watching that, I was like, you deserve it. Such a gift for playing a low health character.
Chip is seriously...
I really like watching his Chip otherwise. But
I do too.
Dude, that Chip is...
I like watching Chip, but...
He's so... Dude, once he gets you in the corner and he sticks to the wall and you're just sitting there, you're like, there's just...
Yeah, you just gotta
like,
guess.
literally, his jump H will hit left or right, like, on a 1-frame difference of when he pushes H. It has, like, nothing to do with, like, distance or... like, it's just... It's ridiculous, so... Oh man. Anyways, great event. Lots of fun. I
Cool.
really had a great time there. I was really happy to be there. So, also, let's talk about Topanga here.
Ooh.
So Topanga League is going on, and they have now narrowed it down to the final pools, right? I'm never sure exactly how the format works, so correct me if I'm making mistakes about this. But it looks like in Group A, it looks like the top six, I guess the top 6 in each one, or the top 5 in each one qualify or something?
Yeah, so 6th and 7th are out for each group.
Okay. So Group A had Haitani, who went 6-0. Tokido had a record of 4-2. Nemo 3-3. Kazunoko 3-3, and Goichi 3-3. And you also saw that in the new brackets that they're putting together. Some of them picked some secondary characters now to add to their roster. So I don't know. I guess you have to announce the characters ahead of time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how the thing works.
Umehara Daigo.
Oh yeah.
0-6. And Haku went 2-4 after starting out really well, so that kind of bums me
that's
out.
really unfortunate.
He's like a grade school guy. Middle school or
It's like 15.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Well,
very young.
our man in the chat, GTO Akira, says the top 1 in each block qualify for the offline event.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how that exactly works.
There's a second set.
Oh, second place to 6 has to play again online. I
Yeah.
see. Okay. In Group B, first was Momochi, 5-1. Gachikun with 4-2, tied with Itabashi Zangief with 4-2. Gachikun just had a slightly better game record. 4th place was Galtu, and 5th place was Bonchan. Both of them went 3-3.
Sick.
Rounding it out was Inaba, who went 1-5, and Nuki, who also went 1-5 with
Yeah.
Chun-Li.
Daigo and Nuki are bringing up the rears. Damn.
Yeah, dude, the Chun-Li's are suffering here. Goichi barely was 5th in that first block, so, and yeah.
Tough times being only a like normal high tier character, you know. It's
I
tough
know,
times.
right?
And Inaba Urian.
It
was rough.
Inaba Urian did not do well.
Dude, because he played against
Dude, he has
Itabashi and like,
he has a Bison and a Zangief and a Rashid in
What,
his
a
team.
Zangief beat Yuri now? Come on, guys.
that matchup's not that bad this
It's
season.
not that bad. It's true.
It's
I mean, Nemo says Zangief is one of the best, and we've seen Zangief blow Nemo up, right?
Yeah, well,
So,
no,
you know,
the Inaba stuff is
obviously-
dude. Itabashi
Yeah,
is like
no,
one of the only people who is playing the Urian matchup super well. Like,
I'm with you. I think it's not that bad.
yeah, like that fight is hilarious to watch though.
And then here in Group C, first was Fudo with a 5-1 record. Second place was
Mika.
Eita and Mago and YHC Mochi with Dalsum all going 4-2. So then Sako and MOV were actually tied, but since Sako had a better game record, he qualifies in that 5th spot, 2-4.
Yeah,
And MOV, another Chun-Li, 2-4 is out.
MOV, Nuki, and Daigo, 3 of the best players of all time.
And Storm Kubo went 0-6 with Alex. I mean, that's surprising, right? I mean, that's shocking, right?
I didn't think Alex was that bad, but the longer the season goes on, it just
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
seem like Alex players are doing it now. So maybe I was wrong about that.
Okay, so that's the situation there. But like some players, like Goichi added Guile to his as a secondary character.
Goichi's smart, man.
He just goes for whatever's at the top. Man.
Yeah,
smart
well,
guy.
they said that it was probably might be in particular to fight Itabashi Zangief or something like that,
makes
you
sense.
know. And I think Nemo put Vega up there, of course, because you know he's obviously a strong. But Eita, like I think it was Eita and someone else put up like secondary characters that they probably won't touch.
Okay.
Almost definitely won't touch.
Okay.
So, let's see, what else do we have here? Let's talk about.
Yeah, I saw this too. So on Street Fighter, our Street Fighter on Reddit, there's a like, what are the important tournament results from the week? And us dicking around at
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
was
Are
down
you
there.
on here? Are we
Yeah,
on
we're
here?
on
Oh
here.
my
We are.
god. We
Why
are
would they
actually
do that?
on here. Okay, so Sprayjam went 3-1 against Tasty Steve.
Don't do
James
this.
Chen went,
No,
okay,
why?
fine.
Yeah, come on. I can't believe that's on there. That's so funny.
I know.
It
Yeah.
is funny, dude. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, those were fun to do.
No, that was actually really. We need to do that more.
It was a lot of fun.
Actually, you know what I really want to do? If there's a day that you are free, I would like you to come over here so we can just study so you can help me learn the Urian matchup.
Oh yeah.
I really want to
He's
learn that
free
Urian
every
matchup.
day.
I stream every day.
Yeah, you stream every day, right? So that's the hard part. So we would have to find a day where you can come over and both of us would not stream on our channels. We would just stream on Ultra Chen TV.
It doesn't matter. You can stream on whatever.
And then we can do that, and then you can finally teach me the Urian matchup because I just need help with that matchup. So
You know, just whiff punish. Hit jab after he does
my
the X
reactions,
tackle.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
whiff punishing is support reaction, but a lot of it's prediction.
Yeah. Whiff punishing is large.
All he's doing is hitting Fierce over and over. All right, well, you just stand outside of Fierce range. He hits
Pressing those
Fierce.
strongs, man.
Or your Fierce.
No. You're supposed to walk into the Fierce range so that you force yourself to block it.
Start flexing and hold forward.
Yeah, that's a good option.
See what happens.
God. Did you see that? Dude, someone sent
Flex
me
is
a
pretty
video.
good against Urian. He has a
I
lot
think
of,
so too.
Yeah, he has a lot of slow single hit
Someone
attacks.
actually sent me a video on Facebook of Zangief across the screen versus a 0 health Balrog. And for some unknown reason, the Zangief just started doing the flex walk.
Yeah.
And Balrog just supered.
Yeah.
And Zangief let go of the flex and just ate the super and killed him. He killed him with the flex.
Nice.
He just flexed and Balrog went whoop, poof, and
There
died.
must be some weird hitbox interaction there.
Dude, it was like, you watch it.
Or maybe he
just
just ran out of active frames.
Maybe, I don't know. Because he was sliding forward and Zangief was like, whatever, dude. You
Probably
can't
did
get past the
super far.
muscles.
Yeah.
Well, he was a full screen away.
Yeah, it probably ran
But
out of
I'm just
active
surprised that it still got hit.
Yeah,
but
runs out of invincibility.
Also, this weekend was the Japan versus Korea event that Momochi has announced a while ago during their previous
Right.
event that they're starting to do. So it was a 15v15 match where they had all these people come and play, and the final score was 14-15. With Team Korea taking it, and it had to be done with Verloren winning 4 games. It was the most that anybody won, I believe, out of everybody in there.
I think so,
yeah. I think it
He
was the
won
longest
4.
streak.
Like Ikehata and Raiketsu got 3 in a row, but outside of that,
Good
Verloren
stuff.
definitely got the longest win
Verloren.
streak.
With Cammy.
And he did it by beating Nemo, Eita, Iribashi, and Momochi at the end.
That's a good lineup.
That is
a good lineup. There's no
super
doubt
good.
there.
That is super good.
It was like, it worked out well because he's good and he has good matchups versus those characters.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Way to clutch it out. He's a good choice at the end.
Yeah. And again, I mean, you would think everyone always sits there and talks about how Zangief beats Cammy. And I don't believe that's true.
I don't believe that's true either.
That's true. I think Cammy wins that one maybe 5-5, 4-5. I honestly do. Even though I lose the Zangiefs, it always feels like it's my fault because I don't uppercut jumps. Right? Like if I was uppercutting jumps, I don't feel like
Probably
it'd be a
also
problem.
anti-air Urian. That's a good piece of advice.
Yeah,
in the
that
Urian
would be
matchup.
nice too. I don't anti-air anybody, dude.
Yeah,
It
personally, I never
sucks.
lose to a Cammy unless it's a bad matchup. So that's probably true.
But yeah, Verloren clutched it out in the end. But
Good strategy.
You can see players on Team Japan was Choco, Haku, Crusher, Ikehara, Yosan, Raiketsu, Johnny, Boss, Yamaguchi, Takauchi, Haitani, Nemo, Eita, Irabashi, and Momochi.
I see a lot of those faces repeated at least once in that
What do you
lineup
mean?
there.
What do you mean?
A lot of those characters are repeated at least a couple times because the person who uses
Oh,
them
yeah,
won at least once. And good old Yosan Fang got his butt kicked.
Well, Takauchi didn't
Jury.
Jury, yeah.
Yeah, Takauchi
Jury.
didn't do anything either. So it's actually kind of sad.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that actually is surprising.
Yeah, especially with Rashid, who a lot of people are considering very strong in this game.
Indeed.
And then on the Korean side was Long Panda, Park Walla, Like White Bread, Midori, Byocho, 12 Fender, M Lizard,
The legend.
Lim 83 Man 2, Linelli, Punko, 201, NL, AC8 Kim, XY, ZZY, Verloren.
Good work.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Breast Panty Hip apparently didn't join with Team Korea.
It's too bad. All those 2 English words squeezed together to create tags. No, most of the Korean names are just random English words put together.
like, have you seen the StarCraft and League of Legends scenes?
Yeah.
They're just like
Random. They're just random
Life.
words. Soap.
Yeah.
It's like always something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always just some random English word.
Yeah.
It's like you just make up a word.
Well, just because it's here, I'll just name it as well. Again, you can check this out, reddit.com/r/streetfighter. They have a weekend results thread every week. It's really cool stuff. But at Wednesday Night Fights, at NLBC, Dominion took first over Alucard. And then third place was Sabin, and fourth place was Idom.
Ooh, he didn't win or get even to grand finals.
Yep. And then
What
at
a
Wednesday
butt.
Night Fights, first place was Chris T. Second place, Commander Jesse, who's just been playing so well. Nick Tonella in third, and Stupendous in fourth. Did he get his 100-game win streak online? There was one point in time I saw Vicious tweeted that I checked it.
Who did?
Commander Jesse. He was
Oh.
at like 78 wins in a
Wow.
row. And he was playing. He got to like the 80 games. He ran into the super high-level Laura, and he was like, oh crap, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead. And he clutched it out and then they rage quit. And it was Wolfcrone.
No!
It was Wolfcrone. It was Wolfcrone's account. Yeah, it was Wolfcrone's account. So.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have the results for the KOF spiel?
Oh, the KOF stuff. Yes, of course. Let me
Just wanted to get through that before we close this section out, which we'll do soon.
No problem.
It's gone on for a long time.
Yeah, it's way longer than it needs to be.
Sorry.
It's just so many results.
World Championship.
It was first to one.
So, did you watch it at all?
Yeah, I watched it.
While he brings up the results.
So we were out at dinner when it was happening. We attempted to watch the stream. It went okay. There was some hiccups, but yeah, I got to see like a fair amount of it.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of it as well. Basically until I fell asleep, and it was really cool. I don't get to see the game very often because it's just like not at that many things, but it's really fun to watch at a high level.
Yeah. I unfortunately was in a karaoke booth, so I wasn't able to watch any of it. So
Okay. I was sitting on my couch.
No, I mean, I heard, like, obviously there were concerns because the format was weird. It was first to one and winners up until, like, the second to last, like, winners round or something like that.
I think the first round of winners, was first to one. Then the first round of losers was first to one also.
Okay.
And then it was 2 out of 3 after that. It was something like that.
It was something weird.
It was
definitely
something
weird like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it sucked because there were some matches that I really thought were sick in the first round. I
mean,
really
we
wanted
play
to see.
once.
Yeah, dude, I thought that was disappointing for sure. So.
But tied for 13th was King Blue River, Cypher, and Frianol. And of course, Reynold was supposed to be there. He was not, so he's technically also tied there for 13th place. Tied for 9th was KTB Ball HK, Aliun, Mad KOF. Didn't even make top 8.
Yeah.
Panda TV's Naiwang. And then the 7th was Dako, Panda TV's Dako, and Toshi. 5th place was Picnic and Panda TV Lancer. 4th place was Huamao TV's ET. And Douyu TV's Xiaohai got 3rd place. He got to grand final. He got to winners finals, but then lost 2 in a row. So he lost also to Huamao TV's GX Bridget. And then Sanwa M from Japan taking this tournament, which a lot of people were surprised about.
And Dash, quite a surprise.
Yeah, a lot of people were actually expecting China or Taiwan to take that, or especially China. So.
Yeah, and apparently some of the folks who were there earlier were saying that the Japanese players were getting ripped up by people from other parts of the world.
Oh yeah.
Like who was it in particular? I heard about
like Frianol or Cypher or Aliun.
Well, I guess I don't really recall, but yeah, there was a lot of words about how they were getting ripped. So I thought that was really sick. But he played really, really well, man. Like I said, I fell asleep before the end of it, but from what I saw, he was playing really, really well. I also I was like rooting for Mad KOF when I saw that he was playing first because I think that character is
He's really
cool. But that didn't work out. Yeah.
That character is so cool.
Super cool.
But I think he's kind of whack.
Yeah. No, KOF is one of those games that just needs to get more publicity. I feel like it's such a fun game to watch. It's fast.
Oh,
it's
it was
exciting.
Toshi who blew people up in sets. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh, Toshi. Okay. But also, just as a side note, SNK keeps putting out those notes that if you want official SNK support, as long as you have 20 players in your tournament, you go to this site and they will offer like help and support your event and stuff like that. So,
that's all. I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, so if you are, I don't have the link, unfortunately. I just remember reading about this and I retweeted it. But they have it so that I'm sure you can find it out there if you just ask for it out there. Maybe someone in the chat can actually put out a link to it. But yeah, they said they'll help support your event if you have at least 20 people and like hit them up and apply, do like some application thingamajig and stuff like that. So,
very cool.
Yep.
Well, bummer that Reynold couldn't be there, but and bummer obviously that was first to one, but it was cool to watch it.
I heard that Reynold just ran into some visa problems or something like that, or something like that. So, they also announced a bunch of other stuff. They announced that there's going to be new costumes, there's going to be a new stage, and then they did the silhouette thing that everybody has to do now. So there's a silhouette of apparently 3 or 4 characters that everyone is spending all their time trying to guess who it is. And so if one of those silhouettes in the Street Fighter V is indeed Iori, maybe then one of those silhouettes is a Street Fighter character.
Is one of the silhouettes being Iori a thing?
Yeah, people saying that?
Some people, because there's one silhouette where it looks like there's a string between his legs. And so everyone's like, oh, it's Iori! Like, that's the only reason why they say that.
That's probably his belt clipping through his legs.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even intentional.
No. The silhouette has clipping, man.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, you guys are new.
All right, well, I think that's about it for results then.
Yep, I think so. I think we got it. I think we're done.
Cool.